There is nothing noble in being superior to your fellow man. True nobility is being superior to your former self. Always do sober what you said you'd do drunk. That will teach you to keep your mouth shut. Courage is grace under pressure. Happiness in intelligent people is the rarest thing I know. There is no friend as loyal as a book. We are all apprentices in a craft where no one ever becomes a master. The best way to find out if you can trust somebody is to trust them. In order to write about life first, you must live it. The most painful thing is losing yourself in the process of loving someone too much and forgetting that you are special too. I love sleep. My life has the tendency to fall apart when I'm awake. You know, never mistake motion for action. Write hard and clear about what hurts. The first draft of anything is shit. Every man's life ends the same way. It is only the details of how he lived and how he died that distinguish one man from another. All you have to do is write one true sentence. Write the truest sentence that you know. When people talk, listen completely. Most people never listen. The world is a fine place and worth fighting for, and I hate very much to leave it. As a writer, you should not judge. You should understand. You can't get away from yourself by moving from one place to another. Never to go on trips with anyone you do not love. There is no rule on how it is to write. Sometimes it comes easily and perfectly. Sometimes it's like drilling rock and then blasting it out with charges. The rain will stop. The night will end. The hurt will fade. Hope is never so lost that it can't be found. You are so brave and quiet. I forget you are suffering. If you are lucky enough to have lived in Paris as a young man, then wherever you go for the rest of your life, it stays with you. For Paris is a movable feast. The only thing that could spoil a day was people. My aim is to put down on paper what I see and what I feel in the best and simplest way. A man can be destroyed but not defeated. All thinking men are atheists. Live the full life of the mind, exhilarated by new ideas, intoxicated by the romance of the unusual. The hard part about writing a novel is finishing it. When you work hard all day with your head and know you must work again the next day, what do you do to get a good night's sleep? You drink some whiskey. The world is a fine place and worth fighting for. You shouldn't let other people get your kicks for you. There's no one thing that's true. It's all true. Forget your personal tragedy. We are all bitched from the start. All good books are alike in that they are truer than if they had really happened. When writing a novel, a writer should create living people. People, not characters. A character is a caricature. Never confuse movement with action. The shortest answer is doing the thing. I like to listen. I have learned a great deal from listening carefully. Most people never listen. I drink to make other people more interesting. We are stronger in the places that we've been broken. But man is not made for defeat. A man can be destroyed but not defeated. Write drunk. Edit sober. Never think that war, no matter how necessary, nor how justified, is not a crime. Every day is a new day. You know that fiction, prose rather, is possibly the roughest trade of all in writing. Man is not made for defeat. You belong to me, and all Paris belongs to me, and I belong to this notebook and this pencil. Nobody ever lives their life all the way up except bullfighters. I never had to choose a subject. My subject rather chose me. All things truly wicked start from an innocence. When you love, you wish to do things for. You wish to sacrifice for. You wish to serve. It is good to have an end to journey toward, but it is the journey that matters. In the end, Don't you ever get the feeling that all your life is going by and you're not taking advantage of it? No one you love is ever truly lost. Maybe you'll fall in love with me all over again. That terrible mood of depression of whether it's any good or not is what is known as the artist's reward. Writing, at its best, is a lonely life. No weapon has ever settled a moral problem. It can impose a solution, but it cannot guarantee it to be a just one. I have always looked at words as though I were seeing them for the first time. A man is never lost at sea. How little we know of what there is to know. Worry a little bit every day, and in a lifetime you will lose a couple of years. If something is wrong, fix it if you can. But train yourself not to worry. Worry never fixes anything. If you're lucky enough to have lived in Paris as a young man, then wherever you go for the rest of your life, it stays with you. There is nothing to writing. All you do is sit down at a typewriter and bleed. Hunger is good discipline, and you learn from it. I'm not going to get into the ring with Tolstoy. There's nothing wrong with you except you're broke. When you stop doing things for fun, you might as well be dead. Work every day. No matter what has happened the day or night before, get up and bite on the nail. A serious writer is not to be confounded with a solemn writer. My only regret in life is that I did not drink more wine. Why? Darling, I don't live at all when I'm not with you. Once we have a war, there is only one thing to do. It must be won. For defeat brings worse things than any that can ever happen in war. If something is wrong, fix it if you can. I still need more healthy rest in order to work at my best. My health is the main capital I have, and I want to administer it intelligently. Don't worry about trying to impress people. If two people love each other, there can be no happy end to it.